second take. We was just doing it, but we was recording and we didn't even know it. But anyway, we gonna get this show started tonight. Our show tonight is being brought to you by Color Creators. Message or call Color Creators at 859-270-9488 for any and all of your paintings, stainings, or pressure washing needs. They take the pain out of painting. I hate to paint, BC. I'm not even gonna lie to you, big guy. Yeah, I don't do that kind of stuff. I'm here with BC. What's up, brother?
What's good?
Man, nothing, bro.
I don't mind painting if it's just like one room. I don't want to paint the whole house or anything like that, but one room, like one room a month.
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
Nah, I'm good. One room, nah, I'm good.
What's up, son?
Yeah,
First one in the chat, 80.
We just not gonna do that. That's for sure. For real.
He's the first one in the chat. My son.
Well, he gets the he gets the loyal BBN fan shout out for the night. Then you know how we do it for the first. Come on in the house and we welcome you in. BC, how's your week been going, bro? Oh, actually, it's the beginning of the week. Did it start out good?
yeah. It was a good Monday, man.
That was good, bro. It was good.
Everything went smooth, and yeah, it was a good Monday. How about you?
Man, it's good, bro.
Good Tuesday for you, huh?
Yeah, it's Tuesday morning here for me and everything. So you know, we just getting started. I got my cologne and stuff in, bro. I ordered some cologne, and yeah, and I only smelled it one time because the guy was walking past in the store, and I'd be like, "Hey, man, what you got on?" He told me what it was, and I ordered it. BC.
You asked the guy what kind of cologne he got on,
bro. That's normal over here. See,
there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just.
Oh, bro, it's money, dude. And I brought it and I got it in, and I got my other package in tonight. It came in from Dubai today. Tonight. I haven't opened it yet because I was out walking. I just picked it up at the security office and everything.
I bet they got some good smell good.
Oh,
I need some cologne over there, man.
Crazy, dude.
I'm gonna need you pick me up some cologne over there,
dude. See, people in the States, we don't wear cologne like that very often. You know what I'm saying?
I wear cologne.
Well, I'm not saying people don't, but I'm just saying, like over here, elevators smell like cologne. Hospitals smell like cologne. Probably the morgue sounds like cologne. Work smells like cologne. Like everybody, everywhere you go at, it's a lifestyle. It's not just something that just happened. So everybody wears it over there. Welcome in, everybody. What's up?
But I'm good though. My Titans got a win. My Broncos got a win. So
Cats didn't. Oh, one of our Cats did. Our volleyball team did. Our volleyball team is going to the Sweet 16.
Yes, sir.
And that's bro. We just got to bring it home. I'm starting to believe that. Our volleyball team is making Kentucky volleyball U. I'm just convinced that that's what's going to happen here. You need to stop at Kentucky. Volleyball U? Come on, man.
You need to stop it, man.
Man, come on. Hey,
they can win 6 championships in a row. It ain't gonna be no volleyball U.
Well, you know what I mean. See, that's what you get when BC starts the show off and his mic's not muted. You know what I mean? That's what that
saying.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that means. But anyway, hey guys, before we jump into the show, first of all, volleyball team go bring home the championship. Good luck in the Sweet 16. Absolutely amazing. Keep doing that. Keep representing Kentucky if you can. That's good. Before we get started, I need to set something. Yeah, absolutely. I put on the wrong shirt. You say I wear it. Do I have a t-shirt on? I do.
I'm thinking about taking my sweat this off. It's getting hot.
Yeah, it's getting hot up in here, bro. But anyway, hey, I need to put this out, bro. And maybe I haven't as the host of the Loyal BBN Fan Show. Maybe I haven't made myself clear. This channel is about whether you've been following me when I had 10 people, whether you've been following me for a couple of months, or whether you just start following me now. This channel is all about you being able to freely voice your opinion on what it is or how you feel about Kentucky in any form or fashion. Football, basketball, volleyball, it doesn't matter. I got a voice message, and someone sent me. I'm not going to say the gentleman's name. He's been following me for a while, but he sent me about a 10-minute voice text. And first thing he said was, "Hey man, I'm sorry. I got to tell you how I feel. If you don't like it, I understand if you delete me or don't accept my text anymore." And the whole time he's saying this, before I even hear his message, I'm like, dude, like this is what this is all about. This channel is all about you being able to come in and voice your opinion on what you feel. When you get into something like this, you have to understand that people are not going to agree with everything that you said. Okay, people are going to have their own differences about what's going on with Kentucky. It doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means that they just don't agree with what you're saying. So always feel free here at the Loyal BBN Fan Show to tell people how you feel. Now, keep it respectful. And he was respectful. He wasn't mean. And actually, some of the stuff the stuff he was saying, I actually agree with him. So it ain't like I didn't disagree with him. I just think we live in a society where if you say something, people's going to disagree with you and they're going to call you losers and everything in the book. But not here at this show. As long as you're respectful, as long as you know what I'm saying, as long as you respect other people and no cussing, nothing like that, please feel free to always say say what's on your heart, because that's what makes the show genuine. Is when I'm not going to mute you, I'm not going to block you, I'm not going to ghost you. Just be respectful. And it was nothing disrespectful about what he was saying at all. So feel free to say what you need to say here on the Loyal BBN Fan Show. BC, do you agree with that, big guy?
Yes, sir.
I do.
Yes, sir. I can strongly disagree with someone and still get along with them. Still
Absolutely.
like them. Everybody has an opinion. The thing with me, if you saying that your opinion is facts or the truth, now it's still not going to be a conflict, but I'm going to be like, nah, that's not correct. And I want people to do me the same way if I'm not giving facts or the truth, because that's the most important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And and I say that in some of my videos as well. I don't mind being fact checked. I don't mind being told, Big Mike, that take of yours was off or was in left field somewhere. Please tell me that. I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm learning on the job every single day, seems like. And there's people here who are 1,000 times smarter than I am when it comes to Kentucky sports. So, if you tell me something about the history of Kentucky, and it is what it is. So please fact check me or fact check anybody on the show, as a matter of fact, as well. So I just want to put that out there, that you guys can feel free to say what you need to say on the show or the text or when we do phone calls. It's all about you guys as well too. So basketball game tomorrow night. Yeah. What BC, what's next on the agenda? I kind of had a brain freeze because I wanted to put that out there because that was just kind of on my on my heart a little bit, to make sure that I say that. Yeah. So
the basketball game. Basketball game tomorrow night. We do have a basketball game. BBN.
Yeah.
So, we got who we got? Who do we got? North Carolina Central or something?
Yeah, I think exactly. That's the point. Exactly.
Should be a cupcake game.
Should be. But
it should be a cupcake game.
I'm not
small fish. Gotta fry them.
We gotta fry them the same way. It's just
because we've been eating a lot of small fish here this year.
I don't know, and there's no way that we can be full as well.
Nuggets.
Yeah.
We ain't been eating no fillets right now. We've been eating nuggets.
Fish
nuggets.
None of that. Yeah. And I think that's the bad part about it is, we got some unfinished business. It wasn't really on the topic. I just heard about it when I logged in, and Shane, the producer, talked to, he mentioned it to us, and I think BC, I think you might have saw it too as well, but JQ was playing 5-on-5 at practice, full speed. Was it full speed, BC?
I heard it was full speed.
It's full
I heard he's doing 5-on-5, not with the Parks and Rec. But
Okay.
5-on-5 with the team,
The team.
that's a good sign.
Wow.
And
They
go ahead with the reports. What was the report, Mike?
I mean, I haven't had a chance to read it. Once again, this is the situation where
they said that it was Brandon Hawthorne and who else was it, Shane? JQ and 3 walk-ons. And they cooked starters. That's not good. That's not
good,
right,
BC.
You just ruined my day, Shane.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be in my ear, you don't need to be telling me stuff like
that. That is not encouraging to hear. This is
we need to be playing some walk-ons. It sounds like
we need to, man. You know, I always, I said this, and maybe not publicly, and I think I've seen some people say it as well. Even getting JQ back, I don't necessarily think that's going to fix our problem, because while he's at 100%, he's not at 100%. He's not basketball 100% right now. I'm talking about conditioning and all that kind of stuff, especially game time. So even though if he comes back, he ain't gonna start, at least for right now. Even if he plays against North Carolina Central for some odd reason, I don't think it still doesn't fix the team.
Well, no, it doesn't fix the team. But here's my thing: if he's like everybody say he is, it has to move the needle a little bit, because if you can throw it down, if like he 100% healthy or not, if you can throw it down low and you can get a double team, the reason why Shaq was able to play for a little longer, because you can throw it down to the post and he's going to draw a double team. Yeah. If you can draw a double team right now in the NBA, you're going to play in the NBA. So if we can throw it down to the post, even if it's a decoy or whatever, and he can draw a double team, it moves the needle a little bit, because it's another guy coming over and you can swing the ball. Then you could get it to our shooters like Cam, Noah, and Collins. Chandler. You can get it to those guys.
Yeah.
And they can knock down, because when we're wide open shooting high percentage shots, we can hit.
Yeah.
We knocking down shots. But teams are going to draw us off the 3-point line, and that's what's been killing. That's why I've been shooting bad. When we get wide open shots, we rushing them, because we're like, oh, what's the defensive guy at? but if he can be effective, where he get a double team and get some rebounds and be a rim protector, it moves the needle a little bit, especially on defense and on offense.
Is this a chance for maybe if and when JQ plays, and when he becomes a starter, or becomes as he builds his minutes, is this a chance for Noah to get more playing time, being a set shooter, and knowing that he's such a quality shooter, and knowing that when he can set his feet and get ready to go, he can knock down some threes because of the double team?
Of course. If you are a guy, you're a set shooter, which Noah, he's not the type of guy right now that can make his own shot, that he can get his own shot. He has to be wide open. Chandler drives me crazy because he's athletic. He could be a 20-point a game guy. But yes, if you guys that can shoot and playing with guys that can draw a double team, Steve Kerr, BJ Armstrong, Craig Hodges, John Paxson, those guys make a living because Michael Jordan was getting double teamed and they wide open shooting jumpers. So yeah, it would be great for Noah because he's going to be in the game because he's a good shooter. If you can dump it down to the post and you getting those double teams and you can swing the ball, you can do a whole lot because it's 5-on-5. When you putting 2 people on one guy, it opens up everything. It opens up cutters. It opens up 3-point shooting, which we are better 3-point shooting team when we're open.
Yeah.
It's high percentage. A lot of teams are. You look at BG. BG, he's hitting his 3-pointers because nobody's on him.
Yeah.
Anybody in Division I is going to hit 2 out of 5 wide open 3-point shots, unless they're just terrible. Yeah, those are warm-up shots.
Yeah. That's why, when we watch like the blue and white game, or not blue and white, but the Big Blue Madness, and these guys are going out here and knocking down 23 pointers in the 3-point contest, and then we get excited because this is what we think we get ready to look forward to, and then you get in the ball game and some of these guys get guarded and they don't make a shot. They're missing. You know what I'm saying, they're going 10%. If they shoot 10 times, they're missing 9 of them. So some of that stuff can be some of that stuff can be a little deceiving. It's fun, but it's deceiving.
Well, it's deceiving to some people. It's deceiving. Because anybody that plays sports know, you can shoot a shot out there when you're wide open.
Yeah.
But when you get in the game, especially when you're a good shooter, when you're a real good shooter like Noah and Chandler and Cam, the thing if you play defense, the number one thing that the coaches tell you ever since you from middle school all the way up, drive them out, make them put it on the floor. Because if you let them sit out there and shoot, it's going to be a long night. Even challenge the shot, do something. So that's why it would be good if that's why I always say, if we have low post presence, a guy that can score on the post, a Karl Anthony Town, you get those wide open looks for the shooters.
Yeah. Man, dude. Okay. Well, it's look. We got to come up with something, man. We do. We gotta figure this thing out. And I want to talk about Otega for a few minutes, man. I want to try to figure out something. Mm-hmm. And do you watch his body language when he's on the floor?
Yeah.
I think his name is John Goodman. I think it is, from the Field of 68. He was at the ball game at the Gonzaga game in Nashville, and he just he basically talked. He talked about the ball game, and he talked about how bad Otega's body language was the whole ball game. And I don't know if you've seen at the end of the ball game. I guess I seen a clip. I seen a clip of a freshman, and then I seen a clip of the guy on our team who is supposed to be our leader, who's supposed to be our the SEC front runner of the year, which he ain't gonna win that unless something major changes, and unless he just turns it on starting now. Or not now, but when we get ready to play our next big ball game. But it showed Otega's body language. First of all, he was yawning because he was sleepy. That was horrible. But then you see Malachi, and Malachi's head's down because you could tell he's in despair. Like he doesn't like to see his team going through this. What is it going to take for Otega to pull his head out of his butt and start acting like he cured? And you won't hear me say that very often, but I have to use him, and I have to call him on his name, because when he came back, the Big Blue Nation was as happy as we could be, because we're getting back a guy who's going to come out here hopefully in year 2 and dominate, and he's only been dominated. Now, BC, you'll give me the numbers, and you'll tell me that he's still on par with what he's doing last year. But at the end of the day, as a leader, it's more than going out there and just scoring 16 points a ball game. Like, when you got all these new guys coming to the team, and they're kind of looking at you, it's like, okay, what? This is your school. We're coming into your house. Help us understand how we can be effective in your house, Otega. And Otega's not doing that. So how do we get past that? And is it time for Otega to set the bench?
So set the bench.
I mean, you gotta get. I mean,
he's not going to set the bench.
Well, I get that. I understand that. But doesn't some type of tone or doesn't some type of message have to be laid out that says enough's enough. Either you're going to be with us or you're not. Turn in your jersey and your shorts and your shoes and go about your way. Or is it going to be you're going to get on the floor and you're going to show up every single ball game and you're going to give us not just your points, because the points are important, but it doesn't matter if he's scoring 16 points. We're still losing by 30 points. So it doesn't. So I guess you could say, okay, he scored 16 points a game. So now we're not going to win. We're not going to lose by 45. We're only going to lose by 30 now. You see what I'm saying? So like leadership goes a long way. Jordan was a leader. You know what I'm saying? Kobe was a leader. You know, things that you see these guys that can be effective on the court, they also had strong leadership abilities as well too. So Otega's supposed. I guess everyone's not cut out to be a leader.
No.
Is that just the case with him?
You know, being a leader is a gift. You know, everybody can't be a leader.
Yeah.
But man, really, Big Mike, I don't know, man. If I was playing, I saw somebody that was down. I don't know. I don't know what the morale of the team is. I don't know what's going on in the locker room. I don't know what's going on in practice. It's like I said, this is a confusing year. I do not know what it takes. You can say bench him, which that's probably not going to happen. I do not know, Big Mike. I do not. That's why Mark Pope he gets paid what, $5 million a year.
That ain't working.
So
that ain't working.
Well, hey man, I don't know. If Mark Pope can pay me about $500,000, and I'll go have a real good talk with him. I can give a motivational speech that make Joel Osteen blush.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I do not know, Mike. I really don't. Here's the thing with me. It's like we always say, if Mark Pope needs to get a tech and all this stuff, and I'm like, if that's what it takes for our team to go to another level, he would have done it. Somebody would have done it. But to me, if you have to be motivated to play a game that you love, I don't know. I'm see, things that I love, I'm not really motivated or have to be motivated to do something. Things that I don't love, you might you might have to do all kind of stuff to try to get me motivated.
Yeah.
But things that I love, you don't have to motivate me. So I don't know.
Bandit Jones says that the Rochester needs a shakeup. Somebody needs to own it, gentlemen. So cut the roster if needed. And I mean, I think this comes down to is Mark Pope just too soft to be at Kentucky? I mean, well, okay. Let me say this, BC. I first of all, I say that after you just said that nice monologue. As far she just said that nice monologue because of and I've said that I've said that so many times. If you're playing at if you're playing D1 college basketball at this level, and if you're playing at Kentucky, the University of Kentucky, and you're playing on a national stage night in and night out, and you gotta rely on a coach. If you gotta rely on a coach to get you motivated to play Gonzaga in Nashville when the place is blue, or if you gotta rely on Coach Pope when you go to Madison Square Garden just to be motivated, or if you gotta be motivated when we go play St. John's for Coach Pope to say something special, this ain't for you. And I say this even in football. If you got to rely on Coach, well, he's not here no more, but if you had to rely on Coach Stoops to get you motivated to play a big ball game, especially against Louisville, this ain't for you. So this thing that we got going here at Kentucky, it's horrible because we all have our thoughts. We all have our opinions on what maybe could get it fixed. Shake up the lineup, bench Otega, do this, bring in some red, take these guys off of red shirts. Let's see what these guys can do. We have all the answers. But you know who has the answer? Those guys inside that locker room. They have to figure it out. I have to ask, is this BC, does this look like a team that the locker room hates each other or doesn't like each other?
Man, I don't know, Mike. To me, it looks like a team that's not having fun. It looks like a team that's going out. Man, you got the best, one of the best fan bases showing up at the game. 20,000 people. It's packed everywhere you go, and you're not up for the game or you're not putting in the effort, and it doesn't look like you're having fun. It doesn't look like it's like I said, it's teams that have won championships and the guys didn't like each other. Scottie Pippen said him and Michael Jordan never went out to dinner. Imagine that.
Yeah.
But when they got between the lines, it was the other team over is trying to beat us and make us look bad. We're not going to let that happen. It doesn't look like that these guys are having fun. Now, I don't know if they are friends, if they go out. I don't know. I don't have a clue. I'm not, around Lex. I do not know. But from what I'm seeing between the lines, it looks like they're not having fun. It looks like they're not enjoying the game of basketball. I don't know if it's the expectation. I don't know. But I can tell there's lack of effort, and it doesn't look like they're having any fun.
Is that the answer? Fun? If they start having fun, is that the answer to success, to start winning ball games?
No, that's not. You can have fun. Bad News Bears had fun, and they were the worst. I'm just saying, it has to be some kind of love. It has to be some kind of love, and it was fun when I played sports.
Yeah,
I hate losing. It was after you lost the game, I didn't want to be talked to for about maybe to tomorrow. But it was still fun being able to go and compete. The competition's what's fun. Being able to be competitive. That's why a lot of guys can't leave the game because of the being competitive.
Yeah. Well, if you took your high school team at Franklin and all you guys was getting different NIL money, do you think the chemistry would have been there?
I don't know.
If D. Spencer was making $500,000 and Brian Carter was making $150,000, how would you look at D?
If as a young kid, now might be different. But as a young kid, if I'm better than an individual, I might feel some type of way.
Well, see how do
I might be like, hold on, how? If I'm not getting anything off the court, because if you remember, Michael Jordan for years wasn't the highest paid player on his team, but he was making bukus off his endorsements and shoes.
Yeah.
If this guy's making more than me, and I don't think he's better than me, it might be an issue. I'm going to feel some type of way. Being 20, 21, 23 years old, you're not that mature yet. Some guys are, some ain't. But 19, 20-year-old, I'm going to be like, I'm going to feel something. I'm not feeling that. What's up with that?
Yeah. Hey, DC, hey, sorry to interrupt you. Shot Glass, what's going on, man? I ain't saw you in a while. I got your comment in Facebook. I've been really tied up. But Shot Glass, I see you. It's good to see you again. Okay, man. Good to be with us. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining in tonight with the live. Well, BC, I mean, you might have just broke the code. Fun.
What?
And you said if we have fun, and maybe I see the guy next to me being like, dude, why you make more money than me for, and you're garbage. Like you see. I mean, thank you. I appreciate it.
It can happen. I don't know if it's our issue, but it sure can happen.
I mean, thank you for not muting your mic so you could talk and say that out loud. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's we don't have the answer here, and I will continue. Look, I just made a video that'll be out tomorrow at noon, right? And I had to talk to America. I had to have a one-on-one talk with the United States of America. Okay, and I had to set some things straight about Kentucky sports and about the BBN.
You've been setting a lot of people straight here lately.
Oh, hey. Oh,
are you the Kentucky sheriff?
Yeah. Hey. I had to let the United States of these Americas. I had to let them know, who we are as a fan base. So that'll be coming out tomorrow at noon Eastern. But anyway, I mean, it's like we have, it's like our Wildcats. It's like we're missing. It's like if we just tweak. Let me ask you something. We all know what happens around after Christmas time, around mid-January, around coming tournament time. The rotation is shortened. Is it time to shorten right now? Is it time to shorten that? Someone said
because you don't know who's going to be solid yet. That's why I always say. That's why I always say.
Right now,
Christmas time.
Everybody did.
That's why I always say Christmas time. We would know. I would know what's going on by Christmas time. We don't know who's solid yet, Big Mike. We have had injuries. We still got guys out, but we can say anything we want. If we're not playing deep, last year we had a good offensive team. We could score with anybody, but our defense was terrible. And that's Charles Barkley. Terrible. But this year, our offense is terrible. Our defense is terrible.
Yeah.
Everything. If we just became top 10 in defense, it would make up for a whole lot.
Yeah.
It would make up for the locker room issues or whatever's going on. Mark Pope being too soft.
Yeah.
It would make up for a whole lot of stuff. Those games we would get blown out. Yeah. Might lose by 5 or a game winner or something like that, buzzer beater, but we're not gonna get beat by 30.
Yeah.
If we just the defense, and it takes a different mindset when it comes to defense of saying, because you can't teach everybody defense. I said last time we was on together, I said we might ought to go just Detroit Piston bad boy. Just you come to the lane, you just come. We got 12, 14 players over there. You just come to the lane, you just knock somebody out. Just make people scared. If you ain't gonna make them scared by playing defense, make them scared if they come to the lane, you just knock them out. I hate basketball like that, but what else you gonna do?
Because we got completely disrespected against Gonzaga. And of course I didn't know it, but I'm pretty sure you heard that they was during warm-ups, they was throwing a football around and running football plays.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Did you?
They out there, Patrick Mahomes and stuff.
Okay. Well, when you have, I think this right here pretty much sums up who Kentucky basketball is in 2025. A team that a big time opponent, as in Gonzaga, who lost a few days earlier by 30 points to Michigan, when they show up on the court in Nashville, basically in our backyard, because that's pretty much what it is, and they are so loose and they are so confident about what they're about to do tonight, and they on the other end of the court tossing a football and running football plays, then that says a lot about who Kentucky football has become. You can do that. If you're a big time team, you can do that against a small fish school. But when you come in and you're doing that against Kentucky basketball, that sends a message to a lot of people. We don't respect you. You are nobody.
See,
I don't care if you disagree. Go ahead. It doesn't matter if you disagree with me. Like I said on this show, you can have your own thoughts. It don't mean I like it.
What I'm saying is, it's like if a team is down there throwing the football around, and like I said, if they on roller skates, whatever they doing, what does that have to do with our team?
It has. What I'm trying to say is, though, BC, is it might not have anything to do with our team for how we perform, but when's the last time you've known Kentucky basketball to be disrespected like this and not being taken serious? When? What did they always say? Respect your opponent. That is a clear, deliberate sign showing the nation that Kentucky basketball is nobody. That we don't respect them. We don't even have to focus on what we need to do to get ready for this ball game. We're gonna toss a football around. We ain't got a football team, so guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna be the football team.
So that's the first time they did that.
I don't know that. Or did they? Well, we don't. But that's the kind of stuff that we don't do against Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? We don't allow that kind of shenanigans against Kentucky. That just, I mean, seriously. I mean, that's in my face. I mean, come on. I mean, I'm trying to change with the times. And I understand that. I'm trying to change. I'm not, and my video is about change. And it's coming out at noon tomorrow. I'm trying to adjust with the times. But that lets you know how much time has really changed and where we are as a program for Kentucky. Is that okay, you know what? Maybe it's just by habit that these guys continue, I wonder if they threw a football before the Michigan game. And if so, it didn't deter them from stopping it. I'm just saying, when you plan football before a game against Kentucky, not sure if let's just keep up this motto. This is our here. It's just what we do to relax. But whatever it is, what do we need to do as a team before the ball game? I don't know, because our locker room needs nothing. I mean, we need something that's fun. I am so hurt as a fan that we look at our team, and if they don't like each other, now we know that teams ain't gonna like each other. Everybody's not gonna like everybody. I get all that. I don't want to make it look like that we should just be a team where everybody's holding hands, team come by. Yeah, I'm not saying that, but I think the maturity part of it is like you said with Jordan and Pippen and that team. We don't have to have dinner together, but when we show up to work, we got one task at hand, and I think these guys are showing up to work. But they're staying in the locker room. They're just physically out on the floor, but they're mentally in the locker room. And the BBN, we're not going to stand for that. We're not going to allow these guys to just show up and just make a mockery. It's just not going to happen. And that's something that we're just not going to change. 2025, 2026, it's never going to change, BC. So BC, I ask you, is the answer JQ coming and putting the team on his back on one good leg, another one that's still trying to figure out which one, if it's going to hold up in war?
You talking You talking about on the floor?
On the floor, is JQ the answer? Because as a leader, because we already know that winning covers a multitude. We would, if they would have beat Gonzaga, no matter how many issues that they have, we wouldn't be addressing it. But because we're losing, it's magnified that much more. But even to get to the destination of here, the gelling is going to have to happen. So is JQ the person that can be a leader and can put the team on his back physically and emotionally?
If JQ's the leader, it would have started a long time ago. His influence will already be manifested. It wouldn't be, well, JQ's getting ready to start playing. Now he's the leader and everybody's going to follow him. It would have happened a long time ago. So if what to say, I don't know what's going on in the locker room. I don't know what I know is when they get on the court, it's like they're not competing. So JQ coming back, if he's not leading now, he ain't gonna never lead. But can he make a difference on the court? We'll see. But if he's not leading now, he's never gonna lead. That's like I always refer to Michael Jordan because I think he's the best player I ever seen play basketball. If Michael Jordan was hurt, do you think that's going to change the perspective of the team? Oh, Michael's hurt. He's we just gonna go out there and lay an egg. We're gonna go out here play pimp tonight. He's over on the bench. Do you think it's gonna be any different?
These guys gonna go ahead. They're gonna play hard.
It's gonna play hard regardless, man. It's like I said, man. If it's nothing wrong with having a leader, but if you're relying on the coach or somebody to be a leader to go out there and play a game that you supposedly love in front of people paying their hard-earned money to pack the stands to come see you, if you don't need any motivation. A lot of players don't. It's other college teams that might not get along with each other, but they going out and playing. I don't know if everybody on Louisville is 𝐀𝐫𝐤𝐞𝐬𝐥𝐲, but they going out and playing, or on Duke.
Yep.
But they going out and playing. They playing defense. And I always say 60% of it's the players, 40% of it is the coach. And I said on the show the other night, I said we getting out coached, which I don't like to say that a lot. But we getting out coached, the strategy's not good, and we getting outplayed. We're going out there, we're not trying to get other teams in mismatch. And when we do have a small guy on the post, we're throwing it back out here trying to get a three. Gonzaga, they putting our little guys on the post. And I'm like, how are we getting caught up in this switch? Do anybody hedge anymore? Well, I see other teams hedging on the pick, but do we teach hedging or what? Do we still teach it? You hedge on the pick. You slow that guy up just a little bit so your guy can get through. We got our guards on their big men. It happened all through the game. That strategy, getting the mismatch. We're not doing none of that. We're not doing none of that stuff. So we're getting outplayed, outcoached, out everything. So when it comes to teams in the top 25.
Which is when it matters the most, though, isn't it?
That's yes. That's you heard me plenty of times say I'm not worried about those small fish games. That's where you play just to see things working. I can't judge you until you play in the good teams, the teams that's on the same level as you are, supposedly.
Well, BC, I gotta ask you the question, bro. Like I really do, and I don't mean to put you on the spot, and it's okay if you say you don't want to respond. Just go ahead and respond anyway, though.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot today. You don't have to respond, but respond anyway.
Respond anyway. Hey, is Mark Pope just not smart enough to compete in the top 25? Because
No, I'm not going.
Well, no, but see, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing.
I'm getting ready to. I'm gonna tell you.
Look, I understand, but here's the thing, though. We're getting out coached in all these games that we're losing against top 25 teams. We're not out coaching them, and they just find a way to win the game at the end of the game because they get some shots. No, we're getting out coach. You're talking about a coach from North Carolina that the fan base a year and a half ago was talking about, please get him out of here. And now he comes into Rupp Arena. He out coached Mark Pope at Rupp Arena in North Carolina. So is he smarter? And look, and I'm not advocating for Coach Pope to be out of here. I'm just as I like to call it, I'm just asking a question.
Like I said, 40% of it is the coach, 60% of it is the players. Last year, Mark Pope coached some great games. Right?
Yeah.
He coached.
Well,
I'm talking about some good games, the strategy and everything. But the offense was different. You can be Dean Smith, but you gotta have guys out there that want to play. Here's the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that Mark Pope has to change the way he coaching of wanting to shoot 33s and all this analytic type stuff. And analytics to me is taken away from pure, genuine coaching because you're relying on a computer or stuff to help you coach. I was born in the 70s, so I was before analytics. But what I'm saying is he has to change his way of coaching that's catered to the players that he has. You can't keep coaching when you think you can't coach 5 Larry Birds the same way as you coach 5 Michael Jordans.
Okay.
It's not going to work like that. It ain't going to work. If you try to coach 5 Michael Jordans the way you coach 5 Larry Birds, the Michael Jordan going to be mad and frustrated.
Yeah.
That Michael Jordan might say, I'm going to go somewhere else. I'm going to transfer to another school. If you're trying to coach 5 Larry Birds like 5 Michael Jordans, Larry Bird's going to be frustrated.
Absolutely.
That's just what I see with Mark Pope.
I'm looking at the comments, and I see 2 comments that I want to address. The first one is Kentucky Rick. I did a video. Hey, Kentucky Rick, good to see you, brother. I did a video last week or whatever, and it was basically "Promise Them Now" was the title of the thumbnail. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Are we at a Mark Pope, and the mindset of Kentucky fans is we don't promise anything here at Kentucky. You got to come here and promise. It's 2025. You got NIL, and you got the transfer portal. Is it time that the way that we get recruits or that we get some big time transfers in here is maybe it's time for us to start putting in their contracts that I guarantee you 30 minutes of ball game. You ain't got to do it for everybody. Everybody's not going to get that guarantee. But is it time for the new era of college basketball at Kentucky to start saying, come to Kentucky? Because you're going to lay out, you're going to have Duke, you're going to have Kentucky, and you're going to have Kansas. Everybody has identical contracts. The one thing that stands out is I give you 30 minutes of ball game. Cool. So you're gonna give me $1 million. You're gonna give me 30 minutes. You're gonna give me 30 minutes a night, and this team right here is gonna give me $1 million. I'm the dude. I need to be on the floor. Is it time for us to start making promises now?
I don't think you have to make promises. I think you just have to manage your team and put a team together with. You could go out, Big Mike, and get you a stud on the block. You can go out and get your rim protector. Might not be a big time scorer, but he's a rim protector, defensive guy. You go out and get you a big time point guard that can score, get anything he want on the court, and get you a 2 guard, anything he want on the court he can get, and a bunch of role players and shooters. That's 3 studs right there. You can win that. You can win a national championship with that, or maybe 4. You can do that, especially when you got $22 million supposedly that we spent.
Yeah,
but you can do that when you going out. And Jalen Rose said something about you have too much. Kentucky has too much talent. Well, I don't know. I don't. Do we have too much talent?
Where's it at?
I don't know. I know we did in 2015.
Yeah.
You know, Cal worked it out somehow. I don't know how he did, but he did a platoon. I don't know how he worked it out. But it came back to bite him a little bit because he probably in that Final Four game probably should have had some other players in.
Yeah.
But 3 studs. You got 3 or 4 studs. You can go far in college basketball. You can. So it's managing your team like a GM and putting together what you need. You can have a center that's 7 foot. He might not can score on the block, but you got a forward over here that can score on the block. Yeah. That's going to get a double team every time. But that center is going to block shots. He's going to play his role. He's going to rebound. He's going to be a rim protector. Yeah. You have to balance your team out like that. If you don't, this team to me is a bunch of shooters. Well, supposed to be shooters. We got it's almost like no offense to nobody. It's almost like we got a bunch of guys that it reminds me of the BYU team of the past. It reminds me of what Woodford or I'm just saying that's what it kind of reminds me of versus what we have seen at Kentucky. Does it not? Yeah. Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Kentucky the past, we got, they might have been one and dones.
So BC, you mind if I dream a little bit?
Of course.
Because I've taken in what you just said, right? And first of all, man, I'm listening to BC. I'm over here and I'm seeing the comments.
It's just man, my thoughts. I'm just saying, I might not be right.
Absolutely.
I'm just
we got some good comments over here, man. And dude, like Thursday nights, we got a lot of good comments over here. And Thursday nights at 7 Eastern. Call in. We can have an hour show. We can have a 15-minute show. We can have a 2-hour show. If we're getting calls in with people having 2 minutes to talk, let's make this Thursday night one heck of a call-in show. If you're not busy Thursday night, I know that the NFL is on Thursday night football, and I understand people love their Thursday night football. But if you're not watching football Thursday night, come join the show, man. Live right here on YouTube for the call-in show. But I want to say this. You're talking about having these particular 3 players on the floor that are dominant. The 1, the 2, and a rim protector. Not necessarily a great scorer, but he's a rim protector, and he causes people to have a moment of pause before they go inside. Mm-hmm. If you get Jalen Lowe back, or if we keep Jalen Lowe in, okay, because I have to assume he plays tomorrow night. And if he stays healthy, then he plays against St. John's or whoever we play next. And then JQ is really back on the floor now. Mm-hmm. And then you got your one taken care of. Well, actually, because he won't start Chandler, he has earned that. by far. I would actually take Otega out of the starting lineup, and I would put Jalen Lowe back in the lineup and bring Otega off the bench until he pulls his head out of his butt. I said that. Yes, I did. So
he's not coming off the bench.
Yeah, I know that. He's not going to come off the bench and everything. He's not going to come off the bench. But if you got Jalen Lowe, or if we have the right pieces in place, can we turn this around, bro? Is this a salvageable year? Because if we lose our next 2 non-conference games to St. John's and Indiana, are we fighting for a tournament spot? I mean, we basically have to win the SEC outright, the regular season, to get into March maybe, or win the tournament, because, I mean, we're not setting the precedent that Kentucky is very good, because our record and our play really shows that.
Man, so you said if we're healthy?
If we healthy.
Man, that's the hope. That's the hope that I'm hanging on to.
Yeah.
If we get healthy. I haven't seen enough of Jalen Lowe, man. I'm not leaping up and down for Jalen Lowe right now.
Okay.
I haven't seen enough of him. And I haven't seen JQ at all.
Okay.
But I'm hoping. That's why I'm hoping. Okay. I'm hoping Mo D gets healthy. If he's going to play a torn ligament, that might be in the year. I don't, man. But that's why I'm hoping, Big Mike.
I mean, something. I mean, we just gotta figure out what works right now, man. And I think the chemistry, the thing that we can hope for as fans is that these guys are in the locker room figuring this out, and not like, let's just, that's the biggest thing for me is are these guys trying to figure it out sincerely? If the incident that what everyone was talking about a couple of weeks ago, that has totally broke up the team, I mean, I don't know how you fix that, because I got to look at this individual every single day, and that's all I see. You know what I'm saying? So I don't talk about it here on my show. The only reason I'm bringing it up now, because something in that locker room has destroyed it. Because the Purdue game, we had fun. That was a fun game. And then things went downhill fast, like night and day difference fast. And we don't know what's going on inside that locker room. We got a lot of people speculating, but things have not been put before a jury, and we haven't heard the whole full story. And because of that, whatever's going on in that locker room, because we have younger guys, 20, 21, 22 years old, couple of 23s, maybe, I guess, maybe, are our guys just not mature enough to get this fixed, and their differences is just too much to overcome?
That's why you got a coach for, man. You got to think about it like this. You go back 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 years old. And I always said, if you give a person a bunch of money, you're going to either find out how good they are or how bad they are as a person. You talking about young kids making a whole lot of money. And I'm pretty sure it's coaches have to deal with so much more than they did years ago, because these guys are making money. They making a lot of money. So you have to deal with a whole lot as a coach and getting your team organized. But it's a lot of teams out there that their players are getting paid just like our players, but they going out and performing.
Well, look, this is Shane. I'm sending you a message, okay? On your in the chat group. I'm sorry about that. Okay. I mean, we just got to just figure this out, bro. And the Kentucky faithful, we're patient, but for how long? If this right here was the end of the season, and then we just had a major crash, that's fine. The problem is we haven't even got to Christmas yet, and we're having all these issues now, and it's just a situation where, okay, if there's going to be issues, let's get it worked out now before we go into SEC play, because I mean, we can't go 0-6 or 0-7, whatever it is, in non-conference and still think things are okay. Like, we got to get a win, even if it's just beating Rick Pitino would be awesome. Beating Indiana would be awesome. At least we can get back and evaluate and say to ourselves, okay, this right here was the blueprint that it took to beat these guys. How can we continue to build off this moving forward?
We can't lay an egg against Indiana or St. John's. Can't do it. It's almost better. It's almost better to lose the game tomorrow night and win against St. John's in Indiana.
Absolutely.
I'm serious. We can't lay an egg against St. John's in Indiana. Can't do it. It is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. It is. Man, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what would happen with Lex, man. Lex would just be like, it'd be like the stock market crash.
And that is and that's my point, is that, first of all, winning covers a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if we can win those two games,
yeah,
things in the locker room might not be better, but at least you can say, okay, you know what? We've been run off the court quite a few times this year. We've been embarrassed. We've been bamboozled quite a few times this year. Let's build off this little hope right here. Press conferences a little bit better. The fans are a little bit better. Now, we always talk about that. We're fans. It's up to those guys in the locker room is what matters the most as far as how the outcome is. We're going to do our part. And you don't even have to pay us $1 million to do that. We just love Kentucky. So we're going to show up with our last $5 to do what we can financially, so you guys can come out here, and so you guys can drive around in your Lexuses, and so you guys can have all this extra money. We're gonna do our best. And if that means that we got to sell out Rupp Arena to buy more ice cream, so we can have NIL, so we can get the players, we're going to do this. Winning games covers a lot of missing holes that we have for this team. It just does. So we need a not North Carolina Central. That's not a feel good win. That it's nothing to talk about when you beat those guys. But if we can beat St. John's and if we can knock off Indiana, the fan base starts to dream a little bit. Okay, do this again. Whatever you just did, do that again, and keep getting better at it. We just got to see how it all goes, BC.
It'll definitely open up a door of hope.
Yeah. So, we can't really keep saying play for the name on the front of the jersey, because now that's kind of not the case in this new basketball era no more. Because now we're buying people, and now we're not. You don't have to go into a person's house to recruit them anymore like you used to back in the day. Now all you gotta do is just send them the right contract with the right words, and the right dollar amount, and now you get them. You see, so you see where we at here in 2025. That's where we at. But
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Go ahead, BC.
Yeah, this is definitely. It's definitely different. It's a different time.
Someone says 0-8 equals 3 million. guys riding around campus in Lamborghini trucks.
Is Oweh getting paid $3.5 million?
Hopefully not.
Because I know I did some. If you watch the video, it was showing. Well, it didn't show that, but reportedly, he was getting paid like about almost 400,000. And I'm thinking, hold on. Then
That's a sign-on bonus.
it showed that JQ was making more than anybody on the team at 1.9. That's why I've been like, hold on, this can't be no $22 million team. What's going on? The numbers not adding up. Who's putting that information in there?
Yeah,
Daryl Williams, help my brother out. Help me out with. It sounds like you know what's going on, Mr. Daryl Williams. So it sounds like you there in Lexington or something. I need help with this budget and who's making what, because I don't think it was put together too good. That's why I just put it
I don't
like
think
that.
so neither.
I put it like that. I need to know Mr. Daryl Williams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Help my brother out.
Okay. But anyway, hey guys, please come out on Thursday nights, man. Thursday night shows is longer than an hour. Okay. This is just a lunch break show on Monday night, especially when I have to work. So I'm actually on my way to work right now. He said I did my homework. Thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it. Daryl's been
following. Yeah. Let me know, man.
Yeah. I don't think Daryl's a Kentucky. He's not a Kentucky fan, but he's been following the show even for a couple of years now. So,
who you like, Daryl?
Yeah, I think he's the Arkansas fan.
Arkansas.
Please, hey. I hope I'm not disrespecting that, bro. My apologies if no, it's 22 million with the coaching staff. Well, we getting robbed. You know what I mean? That's a federal crime.
Man, hey, here's what I'm saying. If I had 15 million, man, shoot, be undefeated.
We can put together a team, absolutely. BC, no one knows what they're making, any other players except the coaches in the school. That's my opinion. Because that's public information.
I know they keep it secret, but they had the top 10 players and the top 10 NIL players. And when I did the video, I thought it was kind of cheap. I was like, hold on, these guys got, Braden Smith was making like 1.9. I was like, we couldn't get Braden Smith. We couldn't get 3.
Yeah.
Got Toppin out there. He's making like what, 2.8. We couldn't give him 3.5.
Yep.
We let the kid go to BYU for what, 4, just under 5 million. We couldn't give him 6 with 22 million.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's for real. Yeah. One last question before we get out of here, BC. What's your quick response to this? Bench all the starters and play the last 5 guys on the bench most of the night in a big time game to send a message to the other guys. And would the BBN be okay with that if it helps with sending a message to the guys, and then we come back to the next ball game? Because I don't think it works against a small fish.
It might work in a middle school team. But it's like I said, Big Mike, if you got to do all that today, if you do that, these players still ain't going to play.
Yeah.
If you got to do all this, I don't think from the time I've been a Kentucky fan, which all my life, I never have heard, what do we need to do to make players play?
It's a different time.
I never heard in my life BBN or anybody saying, let's set the starters and put the guys that don't never get in the game to teach them a lesson. I never have heard that in my life. Never heard that in my life. Could you imagine saying, Kenny Walker, we're going to set you and Ed Davner and Rob Lott on the bench because y'all not doing anything?
Well,
we gonna put the scrubs in.
Yes. But understand something. That was a different time. That's when guys actually want to go out on the court and take somebody's head off. It's a different time and era.
But that's what I'm saying, though, Big Mike. If you love something, nobody has to motivate you to do it.
I get that. I understand. But we're not living in the same era, though. We're living with guys who I want my money and I want my playing time. Because I want to look good in my shorts and my shirt. We ain't playing different times. You know, championships don't mean the same like they used to mean back in the day.
But Mike, you look at it like this. Kids, that's just the way kids are. That's why I say you have to balance and get what you need. Because it's going to be kids that's going to be like, hey, I got to help 30 minutes. I believe Jasper would be a better college basketball player if he played 30 minutes a game. It's kids out there that's going to say, hey, if I'm not getting 30 minutes, I don't care what you paying me. I'm not coming there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you've been saying. If kids, and that's just, I would have been the same way. I would have been the same way. Hold on, I'm not coming here to play 15 minutes and rotate in and out. How am I gonna get going?
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yep.
I do.
Yeah, that's true. Man, I hate when we got to cut the show short on Monday night, man. It's just, this right here is not even fair, bro. It's not. Hey, man, if you guys haven't already, man, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
We didn't even get through the playlist over here.
No. Sorry, Shane. Hey, and don't forget, guys, give color creators a call for all your painting needs. I hate to paint, and if I was in the area, I would definitely give them a call too as well. At 859-270-9488. They're on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, please go look them up as well too. Leave all your for any and all your painting, stains, and pressure washing needs. They take the pain out of painting. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I appreciate it. If you just joining, go back and rewatch the video again. Smash that like button. Leave a comment as well too. BC, man, we've had some growth here. I gotta go, but I gotta end my show like this. We've had some major growth here over the past 2 weeks. Major. I've wanted to get to 4,000 before December 31st. I wanted it. I wasn't sure if it could happen. We're about maybe about 300 away from getting 4,000 people to the channel. BC, Dude, Jimmy, Leah, Shane. Thank you guys for help pushing the show. Thank you, viewers who watch the show. You guys make up the 4,000 that I'm trying to reach by December 31st. It's because of you guys, because we could continue to come here on Monday nights and do a show, and on Wednesday nights, and on post-game and pre-game shows, and on Thursday night call-ins. It's because of you guys and what you guys do. It's not us. It's you guys. And don't forget, here on this show, all of you, from the small to the old, you guys have a thought and an opinion that's valid for this show. So until next time, thank all you guys. We appreciate it. Everyone for stopping through, even if you're not a Kentucky fan. Thanks for coming hanging out with us. Until next time, go Cats. BC, thank you, brother. I appreciate it as always. I don't agree with what you said tonight most of the time, but I love you. Okay, I love you.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm wrong more than I'm wrong more than I'm right. So
hey. So but hey, once again, the video dropping tomorrow at 12 Eastern. Please check out the video. It'll be dropping as well too. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for supporting BC's video that just dropped today. It should be almost about 2,000 views. So appreciate that. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out as well too. He put his heart into it as well. Check out the Wednesday night show with Jimmy and Leah. Those guys are over there killing it too. Until next time, Shane, thank you from behind the scenes for keeping us and letting us know. He kept telling us 3, 2, 1. It's an hour. I was like, Shane, we're going over. But I got to go. I got to get to work. Yeah. So
Daryl Williams, holla at your boy.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much.